We are flying in the Wisconsin Dells. This is a second flight. And it looks like we got some people working on the railroad tracks right below us. On March 28th, 2017. Looks like we have a miniature golf course below us. We're kind of flying by the dam where I was in the first video. And we are coming up onto a smaller roller coaster. Yeah, but it looks like it's big enough to make me wet my pants. And right past the roller coaster, we're coming up to a fairly large miniature golf course. And it looks like there's people golfing on it. This has been here for quite a few years. And we have some boats fishing right below the dam. Before you take off, it's always good to have a plan, where you want to fly. And it's pretty obvious I didn't have one here. I seem to be going around in circles. We start out flying at about 250 feet, and we get up to about 350 feet. Yeah, it looks like there's a guy running down below us. He must be late for his tea time. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly up the road a little bit here, and this is where the shopping stores are for shopping, kind of touristy shopping. There's also places to eat. You can get candy, fudge, all that stuff. So if you like to shop, that's what's coming up. And kind of all along this road here on both sides. Now there's another miniature golf course there on the lower right hand side. But the stores actually look a lot neater from down below. During the summertime, this is very busy down here. Usually you end up parking your car and walking. If you want to get some ice cream or whatever you want. There's a lot of outdoor pools for the kids. And now we're going to start heading back. when you're flying one of these things, the best thing is to try to find a good spot to fly from. The highest ground you can find helps you out. They kind of fly line of sight, so from the transmitter that you're holding to the drone itself. The higher you are and the better line of sight you have, the better signal you get. If you get into an area with a lot of trees and just a poor flying area, you're kind of limited in the distance that you can fly because you'll lose signal. The signal will get weak. So usually if you can, then by going up in elevation a little bit, you can increase the signal. But the higher you fly, things start getting smaller too, so it's harder to recognize stuff. So that was kind of where I wanted to see that road there with the stores on it. Now I'm just kind of taking a look around as I'm flying there. There's the railroad workers repairing the tracks. During the wintertime, the place looks like a ghost town, but in the summertime, boy, is there a big change. There's people all over. And looks like we got a cell phone tower there. Cell phone towers do not bother my signal at all. Power wires, power lines don't seem to bother it either. Even flying by these substations, I've never really had an issue. Well, the only real issue I've had was when I was flying in Duluth there. There was about 12 radio towers on the top of a hill behind a building, and I didn't see them. And basically when I took off, the thing flipped over and crashed and went full speed into the ground. That was with the Phantom 3, though. That wasn't with the new one that I have now. And here we have a boat on the river, so I decided to go and check out and see what's happening over there. I believe this is one of the tourist boats here. And it looks like he's just kind of bringing it in. Yep, bringing it into the dock here. The one thing you want to do if you decide to visit Wisconsin Dells is bring sunscreen. When you're outside, it's pretty easy to get burned in the sun. And so we'll kind of maneuver into position here to land this thing. I've got trees and power lines to keep an eye on while I land, but everything goes pretty smooth. I do have to move it around a little bit. So we'll get this thing on the ground.